Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video, although with a slightly different twist. So I've recently moved into a little space in our house that is my art space, art room, I'm never really sure what to call it. And I decided that I wanted to make something to store my brushes in. And I decided that I would recycle some glass jars that we'd got. So this was what I did. I thought I'd share it with you. It's a bit of a fun project if you fancy spending a bit of time recycling some jars. So first of all, I added a couple of layers of gesso to the jar and let that dry really well. I left it overnight to dry. And then, you know me, rainbows, it's got to be rainbow. I've got to have something with a rainbow on. So then that's what I did, just painted stripes of colour and tried to blend the two colours where they met by just brushing over them a few times just so that it blended them in together. So the colours that I've used so far are ruby, tangerine, lime, lemon, then lime, then turquoise, fuchsia, and then permanent red violet, which is the Amsterdam acrylic paint. And then I repeated the process and started again in the hope that I would be able to get all the way round again and fit all the colours in twice. And that's what I did. So just again brushing the colour on and blending it where the two colours met, just blending it together. My hand did come out of the jar, honestly, it wasn't stuck. It does look like it's stuck in there, but it's not. There we go, right back to the beginning. And then again, I left that to dry overnight, so it was really properly dry. And then I got some collage tissue paper from Dina wakeley and this stencil also from Dina wakeley, and stamped the images onto the collage tissue paper. I was planning to stick them onto the jar. Then I cut them out very carefully, maybe not carefully, very quickly. Even though it is sped up, I did do it quickly. Cutting out is not really one of my favourite things. I've heard other people say that they find cutting out relaxing. I do find it just a tiny bit tedious. So anyway, there we go. I wish I could cut out that fast in real life. Then I stuck them on with gel matte medium, using quite a bit because I wanted as much as possible for the collage paper to go transparent so that you could still see the colours through the paper. And I just sort of spread them out in 3 places on the jar. And then I decided that I would have a smaller branch in the spaces that were left. So this is a Tim Holtz, I think it's a medium marks stamp set. I think it's from that one. And I just stamped those on, trying to use up the tissue paper that I'd got left. And there we go, cut those out and stuck them on in exactly the same way. Some of this collage paper was being stubborn and wouldn't go quite as transparent as the other ones did, but it's okay, it's fine. The finished effect is really nice. Then I just needed one more to fill in the space that was left. Isn't it annoying when you've got to go into a new piece of collage tissue paper just for one thing? There we go, there's the last one on. Then I gave this a quick dry with my heat tool, and decided that the next thing I would do would be to add some dots, just to ground the images at the bottom of the vase. I do love using dots. I use them a lot on my journal pages, as you know if you've watched my channel before. I just love the look that they give. So that's what I'm just spending a bit of time adding some dots to the bottom all the way around. There we go. Oh, I managed to get the dots on my hand. So scruffy. Then I decided that I would paint the branches in black, but only the big ones, not the little ones. So using a Dina wakeley black paint, I carefully painted those in. There's something about bright colours and black that makes the colours really pop. So effective. I really like using them together. Work really well. So then once that was dry, I then took a white gel pen and just outlined the leaves in a sort of scribbly lines, not worrying too much about being neat, quite like the scribbly look. So that was what I did. All three of those ones got outlined. There we go. And some odd marks for on the leaves. And then more black paint. I don't know what that was for. Oh yeah, I decided I was going to paint round like the cuff at the top of the jar in black. So more black paint. It kind of finished that off quite nicely. Dried it really carefully. One thing I did find, obviously, is that as I was heating it with the glass tool, the glass did get quite hot. So do be very careful if you do this and use a heat tool to dry it off. Then I used the same gel pen and just added some more marks onto the jar. Just little dots and tiny circles and squiggles. Just because I like how that looks and the effect that it gives. So at the end of the video, you will also see images of some other jars that I've done. Some that I've just painted circles on, some that I've done collage on, one that I've also put some of Dina wakeley's window collage paper on there as well. They do look really pretty all sat together with my brushes in. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and maybe you'll have a go at recycling some glass jars. Thanks for watching.